Good evening, it's Mike B, the Silver Devil, the Dark God of the Clipper. This video is for my students in my two classes, as well as possibly subscribers on a case-by-case basis. This video is about the LBRP, a tutorial, a structural breakdown of it. We're going to do it 4 times, 2 slowly and 2 quickly. One will be for Celestial, and the other will be for Infernal. You may have reservations or misgivings about some of these methods that I'm going to show you. We're going to focus on gesticulation, intonation, vibration, and poise and posture. Look, I do this for a living, so, give it a shot before you say, give it a shot. Just work with me. Some of this does come from the Golden Dawn. I mean, obviously, it's being an LBRP, it does come from the Golden Dawn, but they have some methods to their madness that's actually pretty good. You don't hear me talk good about them very frequently, but this time I'm gonna. There are a couple of gestures that you need to know first. Okay, first, that is the gesture of silence, as we all know. When a magician throws his hands through the center of the star, like this, and then steps back, he is keeping that force here and not allowing any rebound. That's what that's about. I just wanted to make sure everybody understood that. So, without further ado, let's begin. This is going to be east, okay? For right now, this is east figure. This is west. This would be north, and this would be south. Wait, does that work? North, east, south, west. Okay, yeah, okay. All right, now I'm only going to give it to you from here up, so, all right. Slowly. The Kabbalistic cross of the Celestial LBRP. This is a primer, a precursor ritual to open your energy body up to the subtle fields of energy and manipulating them. Ata Malkuth Vegebura Vegedula Leolam. Amen. Very simply, that means, Thou art the firmament, and the power, and the glory, forever and ever, unto the ages. Amen. That's what that means. Okay, going from there into the actual LBRP. Next, it would be imagining a point of light in the very center where your 2 fingers are. Hold that point of light with your mind. Now, hold it and move your arm down to the left hip. Exhale and push blue flame down this arm, out the fingers, and trace up your star. When you're doing that, tighten your left hand into a fist, like this. Why? Because it's going to stop energy from circulating through you, and it's going to force it through this one right here. So, points of light. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? Up, and step into the center where that 2 points of light are. Yod, he, vav, he. Back. Right? Silence. Hold that 2 points. You've got your flaming pentagram here. Now moving to the south. Okay? Our star again, our point of light. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Adonai. Silence. And hold back. That point of light, we are tracing it in a circular fashion around us as we circumambulate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Here. Agala. Now you should be able to see 4 flaming blue pentagrams behind you and in front of you and back of you. You should feel the heat coming off of them. There is a white point that we have traced in a circle that connects all of those pentagrams. That's the 2 points of light we started with that we trace around. That links all of the stars together and creates the protective circle. Okay? Now, next, we're going to go through the angelic invocation. Before me, Raphael. Behind me, Gabriel. On my right hand, Michael. On my left hand, Uriel. For around me flames the pentagram, inside me shines the six-rayed star. Back to the Kabbalistic cross. Ata Melkut. Vegebra Vegejla Leolam Amen. If you have a bell or a bowl or a wand, you can knock on the table like this, or ring the bell or hit the bell. That signals the ritual is over and you're moving into the next stage. Okay? Now, a couple of things about this. What do those words mean? Okay. The first one, East. Yod He Vav He. That is the tetragrammaton. That is the unity of all things. The unity of all things. Next, to the south, Adonai. Adonai. That is Lord in Hebrew. Now, next, west, Ehyeh. I am. North, Agala. This is like, well, that's a good question. Anyway, I forgot that one off the top of my head, but it's something about glory and God, something like that. It's actually an acronym. It's like AGLA. It's Ata Gibor Leolam Amen. I think it's like that. I think that's what it is. Anyway, we get to the front. Raphael. Raphael means the healer of God, or there is healing on the wings of God. Okay. Behind me, Gabriel. Gabriel is the strong one of God. He represents the water element. And Raphael represents the air. On my right hand, Michael, in the south, that represents the fire element. His name means who is his God. On the left, Uriel, that means the light of God. And he represents the element of earth. Now, I make a quick circle around from east to east again, and I say, for around me flames the pentagram, inside me shines the six-rayed star. Inside me, right here in my heart, is a six-rayed star glowing. That is the light of God, okay? And that's what it is. That's the angelic ritual of the pentagram. I'm going to do it with speeding up right now. Let's begin. Ata Malkut Vegebura Vegedula Leolam Amen. Yod He Vav He. Adonai. Ehyeh. Agala. Before me, Raphael. Behind me, Gabriel. On my right hand, Michael. On my left hand, Uriel. For around me flames the pentagram, inside me shines the six-rayed star. Ata Melkut Vegebra Vegejla Leolam Amen. And that is the celestial version. Now let's go into the infernal version. All right. I'm not going to go through all the theory and stuff behind this because I've done this in class. We're going to go through the mechanics and the practicality of this. Our version of the Kabbalistic cross is going to be different. Now, there are a lot of ways to skin a cat, so to speak. What I mean by that is you could do this very different ways. You could structure this very differently. You could swap names out. As long as there were equivalents, you'd be okay. I'll explain that later. Instead of visualizing white spheres of light, you're going to visualize dark violet or red. Azazel, Belial, Asmodeh, Astaroth, Baphomet. Maimon, Azazel, Abaddon, Belial. Before me, I, my, mon. Behind me, Abaddon. On my right hand, Belial. On my left hand, Azazel. For around me flames the pentagram, the stars of fire and force. I am eternal and immortal. Azazel, Belial, Asmodee, Astaroth, Baphomet. Quick rundown of the words. Aimaimon. Okay? Aimaimon would be, and if you're in the Western Hemisphere or in the Upper Hemisphere, you're going to use the North as your beginning place. With the Celestial, you're using East as the beginning place. We need to choose the direction of the greatest darkness. Okay, so that's that. Aimaimon is a king of hell. Okay? Next would be Azazel, king of the Watchers, king of the fallen angels, from the second rebellion from the angels. Next, Abaddon, also known as Apollyon, the angel of the abyss. This one, Belial, he who has no master, the worthless one, the betrayer, archfiend. Okay? Now, how are these guys equivalent to the archangels for cleansing your area psychically? Listen, look. Entities of this caliber of power, entities of this level of being, they can cleanse your area psychically if they want to. I mean, like, there's nothing really that these little things can do about it. They just will it to be gone, and it's gone. They can do the same job as the archangels. They are literally their equivalent. They are literally their equivalent. If it is an archdemon of the Klippa, it is exactly complementary and equal to an opposite. Now, moving on. Next would be the vibration. I, my, mon, Abaddon, Belial, Azazel. And now, instead of going clockwise, you're going to go counterclockwise. For around me flames the pentagrams, the stars of fire and force. I am eternal and immortal. You shouldn't be making pure blue stars. They should be dark violet or red. Okay? Counterclockwise is the direction you will be going during this ritual. So this would be like, let's say, south for me or north for you if you're in the other hemisphere. And we would go counterclockwise from there. So it would be like north, east, south, west. Okay? So I would be going this way around. Right? I'm going to do it how it's supposed to be done for you now. Azazel, Belial, Asmodee, Astaroth, Baphomet, Aimaimon, Azazel, Abaddon, Belial. Before me, Aimaimon. Behind me, Abaddon. On my right hand, Belial. On my left hand, Azazel. For around me flames the pentagram, the stars of fire and force. I am eternal and immortal. Azazel, Belial, Asmodee, Astaroth, Baphomet. That's how it's done. Now, your feet need to turn like this when you're moving, okay? I'm going to show you. Like here, watch this. Needs to be 90-degree smooth turns. You shouldn't be fiddle-fucking around and taking a whole bunch of steps. This should be easy breezy. When you're doing your direction through, you are taking a step like this. Da! And then back. Boom. That's all I got for you tonight, guys. Email me with questions.